Okay, first thing, how and when do we move across the channels? What determines, or what is that single most important thing tomorrow that you want to look at, or any game when we are playing at? What is going to be the deciding factor for you to move from here or here, from here to here to here, anywhere on the field? What is your movement based on? What are you judging? How are you moving in which direction? So, number one, the three main aspects of the game, right? The ball, the space, and the opponent. These are the three main things that we're looking at. So, first, where the ball is. For a moment, imagine this is a ball. And right now, if the ball is over here, maybe it's a loose ball, or maybe it's just a ball that is there. Immediately, the first idea is that whoever's nearest to it tries to go for it. Now, if he tries to go for it, whoever's closest, second closest to it, comes for support. Whoever's third closest crosses one channel for support again. So we have our triangle over here with these three. What about this guy? You are allowed to cross one channel. Since you're a center back, since it's crucial to cover this area, you are also allowed to come from here to here. Provided this area is not something which is a danger area, there is no one lurking here, there is no opponent who's waiting here, waiting for you to make a mistake so that he can go offside or he can go onside, and then the ball goes from here to here. So very important to understand that we are positioned in a way we are only crossing our channels when it's important, and at any given time we only cross one channel. If there is no one here, if there is no opponents over here, yes, you can. But the primary role of the people who are playing tomorrow in these areas is that if this guy goes here, the first person that is supposed to support him is my central defender, my defensive midfielder, my central defensive midfielder. This guy is the first one who has to come and support him. Give him an option to make a pass. And the moment this guy gets a pass, his first option should be to give it to this guy. Give it to this guy. Based on what situation happens over here, you take a shot. If the shot is not open, you pass it to here or here. In case there is too much pressure coming from behind, you pass it back to him. If this is not your first option, and if you already have someone blocking your number 9, or this player is heavily marked, then your second option to be to look at this and this. For passing, I'm not even talking about moving with the ball. I'm talking about passing over here. In case you have these guys heavily marked, I'm just assuming in case everyone is man marked right now, right? Then they are going to have two players in the central of the park. So let me put their goalkeeper as well so that you have a clear idea. Here's their goalkeeper as well. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and maybe another 7. Right? So we assume that our front three is man marked, and then you have these players. So the moment you have the ball, all your options seem to be reduced. So then what do? One, this player has to make a movement to make sure that you come between these two. Always between these two. So you come and make sure that you lose your marker, you come here, you combine with him. The moment he comes here, there's a high chance that this guy is also going to move here. So whoever plays striker, attacker, center forward tomorrow, you have to make sure how you learn to lose your marker. And if you're not able to lose your marker, no problem at all. Just try and make sure that you drag your marker away from the central area. If he's marking you at all times, just drag him away. Because the moment you drag him away, there is one person here, one person here, one person here. I'm going to have my defenders coming in. So the moment this situation happens, here is the ball. My attacker and my central midfielders are man marked. I have 3 players who are more or less free to attack, which is not something that will happen because most of them are going to tend to have one person on the back. But if they don't, then this is what we do. This left center back moves as a winger. Immediately you have an option. You cross one channel, you have another option. So over here in this much area, we have a 2v2 situation. Or if this guy comes in over here, or maybe he's marking you, or you are marking him in case you are man marking him. I am not a fan of man marking. I would absolutely avoid man marking unless it is a situation where we have the ball and we want to make sure that the opponent does not get it. So that's again a very specific situation, which is something that over the coming weeks we'll understand and we'll grasp. But right now imagine this is the situation. This is the situation. How do you solve the problem? So one, you come here, you come here. Second, in this case, if you are being marked continuously by these two, look at the positions of these two players. Try and drag your marker away from the center. The moment you try and drag your marker away from the center, okay, this is the interesting thing. This is where you confuse. This is where you create problems. This is where good strikers, good attackers and good midfielders communicate and create issues for them. What happens is, you start moving here. I want this person also to start moving here. The moment this happens, I want you to quickly shift over and then see what happens between these two. Because now they need to communicate and make sure that, okay, I'm not going to go follow him over here. It's your job to go over here and I will follow this person. 9 out of 10 times, unless they have good communication, it's impossible to happen with any team. So what you do then is, this was the situation again. In my central area, my number 9 is heavily marked. I have a ball, I can't go through, I can't pass to him. I only have options to play on the wings. My partner, my defensive partner, my centre back is also man marked, or he's marking the forward. Then what do? You move, you make movements. Drag him away from the centre as much as you can. And drag him away so that you are coming towards a teammate. The moment this happens, you get a chance to move. You get a chance to make a run. Ideally make a run always inwards, a diagonal run. So then number 8 moves over here and then he can make a pass between these lines. Number 8 is just on a 1v1 with the keeper. This is one of the best things. This is the beauty of the game. This is where good players change everything. Okay, this is just one situation. Just one situation. We'll look at another situation where we have the ball. What are we doing? How are we playing on the wings?